Welcome to our program, Eternal Life, being filmed at the National AIDS Memorial Grove in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park. This is a third of a YouTube series that began with the universal theory of everything. The universal theory explained how everything, atoms, elements, animals, planets, solar systems, galaxies, and the universe, is made up of matter, attractive energy, and projective energy. Each of these components is a constant. One does not change into another, they combine to create growth. There are 6 forms of matter, each of the same size, but each of different densities. The number of each is eternally the same, just as the amount of attractive energy and projective energy are eternally the same. How they are combined is forever in motion. The second program is the secret of life. That secret is life is growth. What grows is alive. Growth can be by consumption or division. We can consume that which our body can process into those elements that support our life, and we can absorb elements through our skin. We can divide by having children and by decomposition. Forms of growth can be found in everything, the atom, the elements, and in life forms. It can also be found in rocks, which can consume when they are in the liquid format, lava, and they can divide by breaking from being a mountain to a rock to sand. Even water and air can grow, as can planets, solar systems, and galaxies, which all grow by consumption and division. Finally, the universe is in a constant state of growth by consumption, the grand contraction, where attractive energy overbalances projective energy, and by division, the Big Bang, where projective energy overbalances attractive energy. Balance is achieved at those 2 finite midpoints where attractive and projective energy are equal. Eternal Life completes the trilogy, but the topic of this video requires an outside-looking-in format rather than the monologue format of the first 2 videos. Understanding eternal life requires seeing life and death as 2 sides of the same coin. In this video, John will be portraying the dragon Malyk, M-L-Y-K, who is in his human form studying old manuscripts. Malyk is accompanied by the Wood Sprite Tryst, T-R-Y-D-D, portrayed by Brianna Fox. Life is forever in motion, forever growing, forever changing. Motion is the result of time, and time moves on forever. Each change is a challenge that allows choices. Each choice results in growth by consumption or by division. Life is the growth that results from our choices. Time moves on. There is no end, only change. Thus, since death is a form of growth by division, life is eternal.
Hey, Malyk.
Yes, Tryst?
Why are humans afraid of death?
I think it's because of their eyes. Humans see things different than we dragons and sprites. We see the energy as well as the matter. Humans are limited to seeing light reflecting off of matter, and they really don't see the energy that surrounds them, especially the energy that's passing between each of us all the time.
Well, can humans see auras?
Some can see the field of energy immediately around other people and other things, sort of like seeing the heat off of a fire, that waviness that seems to be right around them. But the massive amount of energies that we see surrounding everybody is not something that their eyes can see. And so they don't understand how we are all always connected. Every tree, every plant, every bird, insect, they all have fields of energy around them. And those fields of energies constantly connecting with everything else around them, where you have all these literally millions of energy fields interacting on a constant basis. And they don't see any of that. The best they can do is see that little shimmering around each other and maybe gain some understanding of the potential of energy from that, but who knows?
Well, can't humans understand how everything's connected?
That's the problem. That's why their eyes are the issue and the vision, because they can't see that constant connection that exists between everything. They only see themselves as a singularity, and they feel sometimes alone in their head because they can't understand that they extend forever. Their projective energy goes out all around them constantly and is constantly interacting with everything else. My energy is constantly working with your energy. I am becoming part of you by absorption. You're becoming part of me by absorption. Just the energy between us is joining, and therefore you will always be a part of me and I will always be a part of you. Just as with humans, although they may not realize it, they're always part of each other and they all depend on each other.
That's a little bit sad, but can humans understand how they project their feelings onto everything around them?
That's a big problem because they can see it in terms of their own limited experience, but they don't understand how it goes beyond just them. As an example, a human can tell when a baby's laughing that it'll make them laugh. When somebody around them is happy, or the people around them are happy, it makes them feel happier. They can feel that energy, but they don't recognize it as a connection. They only think it's something that's relative but not really a part of each other. Same thing's true if there's a crowd and they're cheering, it causes the rest of the crowd to cheer. If you're in a mob and the mob is angry, it creates anger in the whole mob. And they do things they wouldn't normally do because of that anger. They don't see that by projecting their anger, they're creating a field around them that's having an impact not just on the people, not just on the birds and animals around them, but literally on the whole planet, because that energy can become amplified over and over and over again, just as happiness can be amplified over and over and over again.
So, can humans recognize the constant change around them?
I don't think they can see how they impact the change around them. Even though they can see changes, they don't realize that they are impacting all changes around them. So if they see something happening, they assume it's something beyond them, not something that's part of them. Everything is in a state of constant change. So how that change exists is really a relationship of how those various elements and their auras and their energy fields are in fact connecting, reconnecting, disconnecting. As we bring in energy from the sun, that part of the energy we don't need will project back off again as heat. So that energy field is constantly coming to us, constantly flowing from us. We're constantly doing that with everything around us at the same time.
Ugh.
So I don't think they really can understand how they impact change.
Fear of death must be horrible for humans.
I suppose it can be, if they believe death is an end. Once they understand that death is really just another type of change, just growth in the terms of division, decomposition, they might be able to find a little bit more comfort in the idea that what they are today, tomorrow will be a lot of things. Decomposition is not the end, but actually the beginning for all kinds of things. If you were eaten by a bear, that bear consumes part of you and you become part of that bear. Those things the bear doesn't eat gets eaten or absorbed by other things. The moisture in your body gets absorbed by the ground and the air. The minerals in your body become part of the ground. Everything is consuming what you are in fact giving as part of division. And if you accept that and you realize that all of your memories, all of your joys, all of what you are today can be part of each of those elements, because every atom within us can store that memory that we have, then perhaps then humans can realize that they don't need to fear death, that they can see death as a progression in growth that is critical. Because can you imagine what it would be like to live eternally in the same form?
That sounds tiring. Can humans really grasp this concept of death as a part of eternal life?
It's possible, but it's harder for them than it is for us. Sprites and dragons can see the energy that's passing between us and everything constantly. We know how we're all connected. Humans only feel the connection when it's extreme, when there's happiness or anger. The energy that's passing in normal times, in normal days, they don't really recognize it. And the more they don't have those emotions, the more they fall within that singularity that they see as themselves, and they feel alone and not connected. They don't understand that there is a permanent connection between all things, especially between children and their parents. They are the same. They come from the same root source. And so that connection between them, the energy they have, is always there, no matter where they're at, no matter what form they're in, no matter how many lives and changes they go through, that energy still connects to itself. Same thing's true of those we love. We're always connected with them. The time we spend together allows enough of their energy to become part of us that no matter how far apart, we're still connected. And later, in future lives and future existences, we'll come together again because our energy remembers and controls that connection that we don't understand so much. Even we don't understand it as well as perhaps the universe itself does. So it's possible for humans to grasp the concept that death is no more than just constant change, but it's more difficult for them.
Well, that sounds really hard for the humans. I do hope that something comes along to help them.
Me too. As we witness the changes in those we love that result in growth by division due to decomposition, often called death, remember that we can hold on to those energies that brought us together. We can hold on to the memories that made us happy together. We can hold on to the feelings that made life more enjoyable. We can hold on to the knowledge that we can still protect the others. May your life be full of hope. May your path give you peace. And may you find over and over again the happiness that comes with helping others, especially the happiness that comes from helping those in need by sharing that which you can live without. Thank you.